Hey all, and welcome back for another HFC Patreon Quick Look. Today we're taking a look at Odin Sphere Leifthrasir. I have no idea what that means, it must be Norse or some shit. I have Volk with me for this one, and this Quick Look was commissioned by POTK.
Hey, thank you very much. This is a very, very, very pretty game, I can tell you that much right off the bat.
Developed by Vanillaware, published by Atlas, although I think in Europe you said it was published by Square Enix, right?
Yeah, in the original release it was actually published by Square Enix, and in the remake it was actually published by NIS America, who are the folks behind the Disgaea series, among many others.
Yes, we will read Valkyrie. I have actually no idea what the game's meant to be about. I remember the original version. Was that on the PS2 or 3, mate?
It was on the PS2, originally released in 2007, or 2008 if you're in Europe, because we always seem to get forgotten at this sort of time.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. The storybook opens once more. It is indeed a remake. 5 interwoven tales tell of a grand struggle over a ring of power. Each chapter centers on a unique protagonist. Breathtaking art with sprites that almost breathe off the screen and monsters that span well beyond it, and completely redrawn graphics and redesigned gameplay that make the beloved 2D action RPG feel brand new. I never actually knew Odin Sphere was an action RPG. I am actually a big fan of those, like Kingdom Hearts and so on.
Yeah, Vanillaware is very big on the 2D action RPG. They did it with Muramasa the Demon Blade on Nintendo Wii.
Yes.
And also, probably one of their most well-known releases, apart from Odin Sphere, Dragon's Crown was also very much a 2D action RPG, which was actually also multiplayer. It kind of plays like those Dungeons and Dragons arcade games that you may or may not have seen.
I'm more familiar with Gauntlet in that regard, but yeah, just looking at this art style, I picture all the characters in Dragon's Crown and whatnot. Wasn't that the game that had a big furore, a big to-do?
There was a bit of controversy surrounding, like, the actual design of the characters. Like, the idea behind Dragon's Crown's art style was that it was obviously very similar to the likes of Odin Sphere, etc., but how they actually designed the characters are meant to be more or less extreme. So, as well as having the very busty and very voluptuous women, on the other side of things, you got, like, dwarves built like triangles and knights with hulking heavy bits of armor and built like giants. So it's very much both ways. I don't think there was a sexism thing involved at all, like some people were trying to do or blow it out of proportion. It's just that the way they decided to take the actual art style, and I think it actually works quite nicely, because sometimes seeing those extremes makes you appreciate when they're done a little bit more subtly a bit more. And also it's just very unique in that regard as well. Like, nobody's ever thought to just take it towards like a whole other level. And to the point where it's even fair towards the males and the females.
Yeah, for sure. That had nothing to do with the game we're doing a quick look of, but, you know, context is key. We already got the Valkyries coming into play here. I'm assuming, since the character at the start, who I fumbled with trying to hold a frigging cat of all things, was reading a book, it's kind of like the never-ending story. This all takes place within a book.
Yep, that's right. And you were saying about how the old Dragon's Crown art thing isn't relevant here, but you do get to see like how some of those designs may have eventually evolved, like with this chap over here. But yes, Odin Sphere is a game that has had a lot of stories behind the scenes. If you wouldn't mind me telling you this. Odin Sphere itself was the first game that was actually developed by Vanillaware. And originally, the game was supposed to be released in 2006. However, Atlas decided to delay the release of the game to 2007 instead, because around the same time, they wanted to release their own in-house RPG in 2006, and that game would be Persona 3.
Oh.
So basically, Odin Sphere got sidelined for Persona 3, but Vanillaware was suffering from some internal funding issues and what have you, because they've kind of had to hold on to this game that they're expecting to have released and sold several copies of by now.
Yeah, for sure.
So they actually had to start creating other games in order to ensure that they could keep funding going and, you know, make sure that they have money coming in and have other projects going. And Grim Grimoire was the game that they would make alongside Odin Sphere. it completely drained the company's funds. Like, there was basically nothing left during the development of this. And as a result, the main art director, who is George Kamatani, who is also he is the art director, and he is the one who kind of founded the company, I believe. He took out a loan of 20 million yen to keep the company afloat and fund future projects. So they got done developing Grim Grimoire, and keep in mind that they were developing this as Odin Sphere was completed. At this point, it is literally just sitting there, ready for Atlas to give the go-ahead to release it. And as a result, they had to find another publisher for Grim Grimoire, because Atlas didn't want to commit themselves to other publishing projects until they could see what Odin Sphere would do commercially, because of course you want to back something that you know will have success or has had experienced success. So Grim Grimoire actually got published by Nippon Ichi Software, and they actually managed to release Grim Grimoire a month before Odin Sphere was actually released, which is very interesting. So whilst Odin Sphere was the first game they made, Grim Grimoire was technically the first game that they released under their development brand.
Nice. Thank you for all the luscious lore while I just pound away with my little cat fingers, trying to desperately control a game worthwhile. Oh, okay then. A rising attack. Oh, if only there was a rising 2 attack.
Not quite, not quite. But I'd have to say, I love the colours that the current character that you're playing as has got going. I am a sucker for blue and purple.
Oh yeah, and a little bit of white in there just to contrast. Mwah, beautiful.
Well, that's just the entire game in a nutshell, really. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
There's a lot more options here than I realised. Like, I was playing Dragon Ball FighterZ for the community stream last night, and I got my ass kicked, but this just made me, I guess it got me in the mood for the quick look already. There you go.
Hey, there you go, now you got it.
Phozon's luminous energy, da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, that's some sort of currency, I suppose. Who knows?
It's pretty much a standard fare. You got currency, which I imagine will probably go into giving you more special attacks or being able to buy more moves. Or it could just be a means of powering up moves that you already own. But I guess we'll probably get into that later, or probably tell us what these things are used for later down the line.
Oh yeah, just keep them all juggled, Tom. It's like you're playing Tekken or some shit. Booyah. So, what experience do you have with Vanillaware's games, mate? Have you ever played any of them?
I have seen a bunch of them played, and I do also happen to own Dragon's Crown myself. I was planning on getting Odin Sphere initially, but unfortunately the great video game purchasing of 2018 struck, and it kind of got waylined in favour of the likes of Dragon Ball, Monster Hunter World, Dissidia, and Cyber Sleuth.
You must never forget the weight of this act of playing Cyber Sleuth.
I still need to carry on streaming that, to be honest with you. I've kind of put it on the wayline just because things in real life have gotten a bit hectic.
It happens sometimes, man. Don't worry about it. Am I going in a circle here?
Well, you're either going straight line left or straight line right. I would wager you're probably not in any danger of going around in a circle.
Okay, yeah, it's just still teaching me stuff, I suppose. These foods can be obtained by nurturing seeds, but you will need purple Phozon. I keep wanting to say Phazon, like from the Prime series.
I know, right? But those are what the Phozons are used for. It's not to power up your abilities, but it's to give you curative items, by the looks of it. So you plant the seed, nature grows the seed, and then you eat the seed.
Nice. And then you get the money, and then you get the bitches.
Well, those are optional step 4 and 5.
There you go. Grow big, my little plant. I feel so proud of myself when I'm able to successfully complete a tutorial in a quick look. Is that it?
You may be able to give it a few more.
Oh, it's okay. The seed has grown and borne fruit. Eating fruit yields the XP and level gains. Oh, nice.
Eat fruit, get gains.
Yes, indeed. Alright, and now we open this up, and we eat the fruit. That was actually quite a lot. There we go, level up.
Delicious raspberry.
Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Nice. Interesting way of leveling up. I remember in the Xenoblade 2 Quick Look, you could stay at an inn and like bulk level up. That was interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of like Final Fantasy 15 in that regard, where you either stay at a caravan, a hotel, or some grand luxury suite, and depending on which place you stay at, you can actually multiply the amount of EXP that you earn when you actually cash in.
I can see why he's the king. I'd follow him as well, otherwise he'd smash me with his powerful left fist.
I felt like he could crush you just with a stare.
No.
Have been lost. The foes had more reinforcements than we had anticipated.
Yeah, well, you know, that's why you just take a gun with you. Pa-pow. Let's see your crystal spears do this.
Yeah, if only we hired a strategist rather than all of these lovely-looking Valkyries.
The secret to this game is it's actually a prologue to the new God of War game. You know, Kratos comes in, he's like, I don't like the look of you, bam, dead.
Imagine what Kratos would actually look like in this art style. Would they, like, exaggerate his proportions, or do you reckon they keep him somewhat how he looks?
He's just an upside-down triangle with a teeny tiny P for a head.
There's this tiny, angry face, is just like,
but no, he slowly walks now, because every game is The Last of Us.
Oh yes, that is true. Although Dad of War might have some promise, although I have to say, I much prefer just the unbridled ultra-violence of a very, very angry man with chain daggers.
Yeah, I suppose so. Well, who knows, maybe we'll get the Blades of Chaos or some substitute in Dad of War, but let's focus on this for now. Griselda is dead, Dad! No, I don't care, she died a good death. ...
Tis no time for sentimentality,
says the man wearing a cape that is tattered.
So, Odin Sphere was actually one of the better games of 2007, apparently.
Oh, jeez.
It won a whole bunch of awards, particularly from IGN's Best of 2007. It ended up winning Best Story, Best Artistic Design, well, that's probably a given.
Yeah.
What could compete with that, let's be honest here. Most Innovative Design, I suppose the 2D action RPG genre was experiencing a bit of a lull until Odin Sphere came along to help with that. And also Best RPG. It also was the runner-up in Best Original Score. I think the soundtrack was pretty damn good here, although I'm struggling to hear it a little bit through the screen share, although I am hearing snippets and it sounds pretty damn good.
Well, the snippets I heard are more than worthy of a Music Game of the Year award.
And it also became runner-up in the actual PS2 Game of the Year as well. So it cleaned house pretty much in the 2007 reward side of things. And also was, as a result of that, Vanillaware pretty much got the Best Developer Award as well. So there you go.
Good for them. It's nice to see them go from strength to strength, really.
I mean, it was great as well, especially when you realise just like how much happened behind the scenes, partially due to the delay thanks to Persona 3. Because of Odin Sphere's success, they were allowed to publish Muramasa the Demon Blade and get all the funding they needed for that. And on top of that, they also managed to pay off George Katamani's debt, or Kamatani's debt, rather.
Nice. I thought you said death for a second there. I didn't realise game development was so serious.
Maybe in one universe, who knows?
Folk, I'm a silly man, but look at the screen. Who does that remind you of?
Gimli? A very, very buff Gimli, or maybe it's Gimli's dad.
I was gonna say Dr. Eggman, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I can kind of see the resemblance. Viking Eggman.
Yep, oh Jesus. So, I know you can play as a fairy in this game, so it's kind of cool how we're seeing things from different sides and whatnot, but I'm just gonna run ahead until someone prompts me to stop, honestly.
I like the variety of the non-important characters as well. You sort of like have the gnomes and your typical humans and the weird bunny things and what have you.
Alright, I stabbed the map. That means I'm good to go.
It's the whole your base is under attack, where it's literally under a thumbtack.
Inform the troops.
Oh, this is one of the things where you know how you leave the game like to its own devices and it goes into a demo. Why did I forget the word demo?
Well, demos aren't really as prominent as they used to be, so I guess it's kind of easy to forget. The idea of there being a playable demo nowadays is not something you hear about as much. Usually if they say demo, usually they mean, ooh, let's just give them early access or something like that.
Twitter? Why are you trying to read me? It's bad enough that you're giving me, like, tweets from people I don't want tweets from. Look at you, Flame. I do not want to see your likes.
Present your innermost thoughts.
Who's this annoying-ass bird, and why do I want to skewer him with my spear?
It's her innermost thoughts, mate. Read the text.
Giving your life for your father will not make your death worthwhile.
No, that's not true. Daddy will love me if I die.
Like Griselda died.
No!
Stop it! If I sacrifice myself for my duty, Father will surely show his love for me.
Do we have any voice acting trivia, mate? Do you have a list handy?
I don't have a list handy, no, but maybe I can find out. Hold on. Odin Sphere IMDb. Usually that has the answers.
There you go.
Alright, let's have a look-see here. Gwendolyn is... Oh, wait, no. These are all Japanese voice actors. I don't think there's actually very many of the English voice cast actually listed here. Yuri Lowenthal is actually credited here as the voice of Cornelius.
Nice.
But that's more or less the only one I can see. Hold on, let me see if the full cast list might tell me something.
Stage complete, and I looked fucking fabulous doing it as well. Yeah, I guess taking a hit did drop me down from an S. Let's try and not get a D, shall we?
Damn it, I got grazed by an unseen turtle.
Mulberry. You can hold up to 32 items, that's a bit random, but the number will increase as we acquire new bags and whatnot. Nice.
Oh, yes, upgrade your handbag to acquire more loot. That sounds about right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm not actually seeing any English voice casting credit apart from Yuri Lowenthal in IMDb.
Weird. Oh, hello. Move stages. Do you want to go to the world map? No. Damn it, Tom. Learn to read a map.
Maybe you're just thinking, okay, I think I've had my fill. I'm going back home.
Yeah, you know what? I don't have to do what Daddy wants me to do, okay? You know, I'm just gonna go home, have a cup of tea, and go to sleep.
And he'll think no differently of me.
There you go. Lots of lovely phosons. Something shiny.
And just destroy all the pottery. Channeling your inner Link, I see.
It's cool, mate. Don't worry about it. There you go. I knew there was something there. And Tom is no fool.
So, how about you? Have you played any of Vanillaware games to your knowledge? Because I know Muramasa the Demon Blade is one that's gotten played by quite a few people on the more Nintendo-affiliated gamer.
Affiliated? Do you mean affiliated?
Affiliated, yeah. Sure. Let's go with that.
I'm just fucking with you, mate. No, I haven't. No, but I always heard good things about Muramasa the Demon Blade. I think Tanner... our mate Tanner, also a part of HFC nowadays, he was in the Xenoblade 2 Quick Look, has played it, but don't quote me on that. I may be just stereotyping him because he is a giant weeb.
Well, I am a bit of an RPG buff, although I do tend to play a lot of the anime or JRPGs as well, so who knows, maybe technically I fit into that category as well, but apart from Dragon's Crown, everything I've heard about the other games is mostly what I've been hearing sort of like during the time that I've been playing Dragon's Crown, and obviously what I've been able to look up in the wiki ahead of this here quick look. But I have heard that they are actually developing another game. It was something that they introduced in Tokyo Game Show 2015. 13 Sentinels Aegis or Aegis Rim. And it's going to be a 2D sci-fi mecha game set in the year 1980.
Oh my god, the 80s? Really?
Yeah, they're going for the 80s on this one, which is very interesting. It's not usually a date you hear going back to, especially when sci-fi mechs are involved, although I suppose you've got like the very early Gundam animes you can probably go off of. Yeah,
I just find it weird, because it seemed like Vanillaware were just trying to like be old school, like you had feudal Japan. I think that's what Muramasa was saying, and obviously we have like, I don't know, ancient tales here.
Yeah, actually this game, Dragon's Crown, and Grim Grimoire are all set in the same world. Although I couldn't say what the world is offhand, I just know they all kind of take place within the same world. It's a bit like how Final Fantasy XII and Final Fantasy Tactics all takes place in... what's that place called again? Hold on, I'm gonna look this up.
Grimoire?
No, hold on. Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, this is a big rest area. The local drunk.
Ivalice, that was it. Final Fantasy XII and Tactics was set in Ivalice, whereas all these guys are all set in the same world as well.
Okay.
Muramasa obviously takes place somewhere different, and I very much doubt 13 Sentinels is going to take place in the same area as well. If it does, I'll be very surprised. But we should be getting that sometime in the end of 2018 in Japan. No dates confirmed yet for the US and EU, although it does look pretty promising. It's definitely something different to what they've done in the past, so I'm quite eager to see how that turns out, especially when you consider the sort of art style they go for. I'm quite intrigued to see how they'll translate that art style into their mechs.
Yeah, let's make a tree grow. There you go. And it bears fruit, or it should do in a second. Yeah, there we go.
I'm sure our merchant friend over there will be very happy.
Booyah. And then we eat the fruit.
And gain all the experience.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Got mulberries in my tummy. Just go up another level, and bada bing, bada boom, I get ever stronger.
Although I wouldn't recommend this method of enhancing yourself. Eating fruit and nothing else is probably bad news.
Yeah, it's not gonna treat your bowels very well, let's put it that way.
No, absolutely not. And you may miss the succulent taste of meat after a while as well, I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh. Cipher skills. Acquiring. Each area contains an item known as a Phozon Prism, which draws out a Cipher's power, creates a new skill. Obtain the Phozon Prism from the treasure chest. Nice.
Ooh, shiny.
God, it's just throwing menu. Oh, God knows the sphere grid.
Hey, I didn't mind the sphere grid so much. It's only when you start sort of getting past wherever the predetermined classes were that things got like a bit out of hand.
Okay, so we can use Phozons to raise skill level and whatnot as well. I'm kind of familiar with this sort of thing from World of Final Fantasy and so on.
Oh yes, another great game.
I thought I said skill up already, like it was impatient or something.
It's like, hurry up, we ain't got all day.
Oh, I don't have enough Phozons, so I'm gonna have to go get more Phozons, and I can do the ice shot. Right, is that it? It's not letting me jump right now, so I guess I'm still in tutorial mode. Alright, L1 skill activation. There you go. So I just have that, it's upgrading that I needed the Phozons for.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
Okay, that was confusing. Oh, okay.
Ooh, mid-boss.
Just get some stuff for a second there.
Oh god, it's some kind of horse that's learned to walk on two legs. However will you surpass this foe? Horse people, horse people.
Look like horse, really people. Nope. Watch me get completely mullered by this guy and then act like, if I get a cheat win, I was right all along. It's fine.
But I do like that you're utilising the block button. That's probably more than what a good portion of players actually do. They're just like, ooh, got to attack all the things.
There you go.
Fancy.
No, I want to collect the whirlwind, not destroy the whirlwind. Okay, get a bit crazy with the amount of people throwing stuff at me now, but I will prevail.
I like how the map also shows like the animations of all the dudes that are off screen at the moment. That's a pretty neat touch.
Yeah, oh jeez.
Yeah, that is actually really, really good, because a lot of the time with this sort of thing, you can't actually see if they're like preparing a massive attack that you need to dodge. Whereas here, you can actually tell from the animation if they're preparing like a charge attack or if they're pelting at you with ranged attacks or something like that. So yeah, I can actually really appreciate that little feature.
Just keep spamming in with ice, I guess. Seems to work. A treat.
Hey, slow motion death animation. Wonderful.
Oh wow, that didn't feel like an S, but you know what? I'm not gonna bitch, I'm just gonna take it.
I imagine the first couple of levels or so probably give you a fair amount of leniency, which they probably relax after a while, so that it feels probably more like you're getting S ranks later on.
One thing that confused me about firing the ice shot was, do I always need to go into that menu? So let me just test that now. You have obtained equipment. Ooh, okay. Star pendant. And that does what exactly? Max HP, 10% up. Nice.
Yeah, in Final Fantasy, that would have made you immune to poison.
Well, okay then.
I'm just filled with useless trivia when it comes to RPGs, I swear to God.
PP low. Okay, so that's set to circle now. That's good. It's okay, I didn't want to go into the rest area anyway. Just carry on. I can get more PP as we go through.
Indeed. Well, if that was the mid-boss, what do you reckon the big boss is going to be?
I don't know, but if you make a Metal Gear thing, I'm shutting down this quick look.
I'm not going to, don't worry.
Oh, I like how you sound sheepish there. Ooh, so many jars to destroy.
Get all the goodies.
I saw the silver there. You can't hide it from me.
No, this is what what will happen. We'll get to the boss, and it will just be the two-person horse joke.
Oh, but we have fun on these things. Alright. I could have sworn I left someone alive, and as princess, I cannot abide such living things on the enemy team.
Oh no, but you gotta do the whole thing where you leave one of them alive and you say, you gotta deliver a message for me. Tell them I'm coming for them.
Now all of China knows you're here. Is there no other exit here? Go back, I guess. Just keep going along the battlefield. Oh wait, maybe I can go into... How do I get into the friggin' menu thingamabobb? Nope, that's not it, Tom. You're pressing the wrong buttons.
Oh, the amount of times I've done that when it comes to playing new games is insane. It's just like, press all the buttons. No, wait, that's the share button.
Level up bonus. Freeze Lance. Nice. Cypher has been enhanced. Level 2 of 9.
So it looks like that one just increases all of your basic attacks and what have you, so I imagine since you'll only be using those the majority of the time, that'll be very handy to have.
Okay, but where am I supposed to go now?
I believe usually there's a map when you get to the edges of the screen. Usually you can consult that to find out where exactly you need to go.
Huh. Apparently there was a thing that I didn't notice at the bottom.
Yeah, it seems like at the bottom, but next area it looks like it can sprout across in several different directions, so we'll need to be pretty careful about that one.
There we go, that's entirely on me. I was a big old goof.
Wow, that's a lot of dudes.
Cool, I got it, I got it. Just keep him juggled, keep him juggled.
Give him the old slip and slide.
Booyah.
Nicely done.
Thank you. No. Oh, I'm just fabulous.
And she knows it.
More S's than an SA2 playthrough, which is weird because S rank didn't exist in there.
He fell into a trap of that one. Oh yes, S ranks exist in all games. Oh wait, no it didn't.
I chose the one game where I didn't have an S rank. Yeah, we know about this. Don't worry about it. Mulberry Seed, Volcano.
Wow, an entire volcano in that one bottle? That's impressive.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah. Let's plant in bulk. But, I guess I'll just have to leave these and then, like, come back and whatnot.
Probably. I'm not sure if they allow you to do that. I'm pretty sure they stay in the same place.
Damn well better. Alright, I'll be back, my lovelies. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
That's kind of neat how they show you, like, your rank in each of those little areas as you're going through the map, just in case. Oh, yeah, I need to remind myself. Did I get an S rank in this level? Yeah, I did.
I did. I always do. Who's this down here?
I'm neutral in this war.
Well, why don't you fucking die, then?
Businessman. In this bloodstained land, the stakes are high, but the profits are higher.
You realise you're talking to royalty, right? I could have you murdered.
And nobody would miss you.
5% chance to nullify damage taken. Shield ring. Why not? Nice. I don't like how they chuck it on the floor so you have to pick it up.
It's like in the very old RPGs where they didn't even have like a proper trading system yet. It's just like, okay, I put this on the floor, then you put this on the floor on the other side, and we'll both go over and grab it.
Indeed. Let's get some more, we recommend save before proceeding. Okay. No.
I wish to save first. Imagine if the game just ended right there.
You have selected no.
That's like the whole thing with the old Pokemon games. It's just like, do you want to go on a Pokemon journey? No.
Nah.
Cue the credits.
I'm good. Alright. Let's see how this goes. This might be a good place to end the quick look since it's given me boss vibes. Oh no. Oh no, it's the Fairy Queen.
I have a report, Your Highness. The Aesir have launched an all-out assault. They are attacking our headquarters with all their soldiers. The paladins fight valiantly, but 'tis only a matter of time till they are overrun.
It's okay. I shall cast Haste Free, and we will attack them with vigor.
Good thing I learned Meteor 16 before coming here.
With this strategy of his.
Here are your orders. Quickly, call back the troops from the front line and attack them from behind.
I imagine I'm going to eat complete shit against a boss of this magnitude. That is if we are fighting the Fairy Queen. I think she just ordered a pincer attack. But never mind, I am here.
King is bestowed with divine grace. Prepare yourself, Queen of the Ghosts.
What? I'm clearly a fairy.
I, King Odin's daughter Gwendolyn, shall be the one to take your life.
So, you call me a ghost?
That's racist.
The Demon Lord's daughter is bold indeed.
Bold yet stupid. I am clearly a fairy, can you not see?
It seems that my reinforcements have arrived. It's about time, sorcerer.
Oh, okay, so we're fighting Magic Guy.
Your Majesty.
I am Shang Tsung, and I shall challenge you to mortal combat.
You know in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, he was actually a relative of hers?
Let us put this to the
I'm not
test.
kidding, the actual character and everything.
To speak so
Wow.
confidently before
Then again, I didn't really watch much of that. It was only times I caught it where it just happened to be on whilst my sister was watching telly or something.
Not really sure, but that might be the boss.
Well, so much for the two-person horse joke.
Aww. Raging Dragon. Belial.
Although in some places they say Belial. I don't know why. I think Belial sounds a lot cooler personally, but eh. Ah, my underbelly, my one weakness.
Ah, stop doing that! Oh, he made me dizzy. I hate being dizzy.
Oh, it's trampling all over you, dude.
Let's see. Use a potion, maybe. Create a tornado. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that's working beautifully.
You got that volcano as well, don't forget.
But would that work against a dragon? Is he considered a fire elemental, do you think?
Hard to tell. So far, all he seems to be doing is sucking up trash, so maybe he's a wind dragon.
Yeah, you just wait there. We're gonna try something else. Healing tonic. Got lots of healing tonics. Yeah, let's try volcano. This is working pretty tastily so far.
Yeah, there you go. Major damage there. Running circles around this guy, I like it.
He ate me. I don't like being bored in my quick looks.
There are some people that are into that, but I am not one of them.
Let's see, do I still have Blaze? This is a lot of fun, actually. This is the kind of RPG I can really get into.
The items even give you pretty cool little effects here and there as well, which is something that you don't normally get from the get-go.
Right, where's he at?
Oh, he's underground now.
I'm coming for you. Nah, mate. I'm too slick for you.
Yeah, Hellfire feels a little outmatched because he is a dragon that likes to burrow underground, whereas you have actual wings that can support your body weight.
Volcano.
And, ooh, very close. I thought that might have done it there. Hell yeah!
What was confusing me about the horse fight was how his HP always seemed to go back to full, but it's not that, it's just that you take off one bar, a number goes down, and you take on the next bar after that.
It's a bit like in Kingdom Hearts in that respect, I suppose.
The enemies are retreating.
It seems that it is finally over.
I can finally take this armor off, it's been 50 years.
Have Brigand's troops hunt down any remaining enemy forces. Go. Inform all our soldiers of our victory.
Prepare the grand feast.
Sound the horn and allow them to celebrate our glory.
Toot!
Leave me.
Toot! We really should get that fixed.
King Odin.
I'm not sure why he's got the little stars on his cloak. Maybe he's like also part Merlin.
I don't know, looks cool.
It does look a bit cool, but then again it does look a little mismatched with like the huge amounts of armor that he's wearing and like the king's crown and whatnot.
There's a bit of an aesthetic juxtaposition, but I like it.
And then suddenly he just sprouts legs and turns into a metal slug boss.
Yeah, oh my god, we're in a desert. There's like a metal slug looking thing, it's perfect.
Do you see this mysterious light?
It's the hyper shit.
It is finally.
I hate to be alarm you, but the machine is breathing. Shouldn't we do something about that?
Oh, you panic at every undulation of our enemies, calm down.
Hey, machines don't normally breathe. I have every right to be skeptical. And apparently he agrees with me. Hey, no, he's probably twice my size.
3 times at the very least.
What happened to the glow? The cauldron's light has gone out.
Bless.
Do you know where my father... where I may find the king?
The king is with the crystallization cauldron.
Unfortunately, it ate him. Don't fuck with Metal Gears. This is another of the playable characters.
Who goes there? What are you doing here?
These stupid battles all over again. The cauldron is a source of disaster. I will not allow the crystallization cauldron to be used any further.
So we have a spear with a crystal tip. She's got, like, nunchucks, I guess?
Probably like a flail of some kind. It's a crystal-tipped Kratos weapon, that's all I know.
Needle Strike. It's a swan.
Oh yeah, so it is. That's really neat.
Good stuff. Yeah, I think we are going to leave it there. This has been a very entertaining quick look, I think. Well, at least from my side. You guys get to decide whether these videos are good. If you want a quick look of your own, check the prices on our Patreon page. Here's all the patrons who are currently pledged. And once again, since we passed the $650 reward tier, I am going to be doing a 24-hour stream, and we'll be playing games during that were commissioned for quick looks, except the ones that are playthrough, so not LEGO Marvel 2 and not Little King's Story. And we'll play a bit more of each over the 24-hour period.
Should be pretty good. I might have to see if I can get on board when you play through this again, because I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more before I decide if it would be worth putting some money down on it again.
Yeah, for sure, mate, for sure. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. We'll see you next time for another HellfireComms Quick Look. Bye-bye.